Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm glad you stopped by because today I'm going to show you how to configure Microsoft Power BI desktop options and settings all in just a few minutes. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to find all the important controls in Power BI and how to tweak them so your workflow is smoother, more secure, and fits your needs perfectly. Let's jump right in. First, with Power BI Desktop open, head down to the lower left of your screen and click on File. This is sort of like the control center for Power BI, where all the behind-the-scenes options live. From there, look for something called Options and Settings and give that a click. This menu is the gateway to customizing how Power BI works for you. Once you're in the Options window, you'll notice it's divided into two main sections, Global and Current File. The Global section is all about configuring Power BI for your entire computer, so these changes will affect every project you open. Think of this like setting the rules for how Power BI behaves overall. Under the Global section, you'll see categories that might sound a bit technical at first, but don't worry, I'll unpack them for you. For example, you have Data Load. This is where you can adjust how Power BI brings in data, like whether it auto-detects relationships or background data refresh. If your datasets are super large, tweaking these settings can speed things up significantly. Next, you'll spot Power Query Editor. This controls how the query editor looks and functions. Maybe you prefer a specific layout or certain prompts, you can handle that here. If you're working with advanced analytics, you'll notice R scripting and Python scripting. These are for folks who want to write custom R or Python scripts right inside Power BI. If you've ever dabbled with machine learning or data science, that's where these come into play. Now let's talk about security and privacy. These might sound a bit dry, but they're actually really important for protecting your data and making sure nothing sensitive is accidentally shared. Power BI gives you tools here to control how your data is used, stored, and even how it's sent outside your computer. There's also regional settings. Say you're working with dates or currencies from around the world, this lets you tune the format so it matches your location. Super handy if you collaborate internationally. Below that, you'll find updates, usage data, and diagnostics, which are more about keeping the app running smoothly, like sending helpful feedback to Microsoft or troubleshooting issues. In the Global section, you'll even discover preview features. Turning these on or off lets you try out new Power BI capabilities before they're officially released. They're Save and Recover and Report settings for controlling how your reports are saved and displayed, plus the new Copilot feature, which can help automate some analysis tasks. Let's switch over to the Current File section. Instead of affecting all your projects, these settings only apply to the file you're working on right now. That means you can have custom rules for different projects. Here you'll once again see categories like data load, regional settings, and privacy, but they're specific to your open project, kind of like customizing the rules for just this workbook. There are also options like auto recovery, which can save your progress and rescue your work if something goes wrong. You'll see publish semantic model settings for fine-tuning how your data is published, and query reduction to minimize the load on your data sources, especially useful if you're dealing with slow or expensive databases. Once you've made your adjustments, don't rush. Hit OK to save them. It might take a moment for everything to kick in, especially if you've changed a lot of settings, but don't worry, Power BI is just making sure it all works smoothly. Now let's finish up with an often overlooked step, managing your data source settings. Head back to File, then Options and Settings, and this time select Data Source Settings. Here, Power BI lets you oversee all the different databases, Excel files, and other sources you've connected to in the past. You can change the source if, say, a file moved locations, export PBIDS files for sharing connections, or edit or clear permissions if you need to tighten up security or start fresh. It's like spring cleaning your connections. And that's it, you've now learned how to navigate and customize the key options and settings in Power BI Desktop. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or tips of your own, drop them down in the comments. I love reading your thoughts and responding. Don't forget to subscribe for more Power BI tutorials and data tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.